In this video, I'm going to talk about the SOG Seal XR folding pocket style knife. And I'm going to go around the block, show you some close-ups, talk about the things I like, maybe a couple of the things I don't like. I'm going to show you how I carry it, and I'm going to put it up against or compare it to some well-known hard-use folders. And that's pretty much it. We'll take it through and see what you guys think. The SOG Seal XR, stick and stay. You know I like it that way.
I can't stand intros.
Okay, so before I get too far into the SOG Seal XR, I'm going to throw in some more hard use folders. We've got the Cold Steel Formax, which in my humble opinion is in a different category than all these other knives. I think it's in a little higher league, and I'll explain why once I bring them all out. May as well throw out the Cold Steel 8010 and change it up a little bit with the Buck CSAR T. Put that in there as well. There's two reasons why this one's here. Maybe the ZT308 as well. And of course we got to have the SR1 Cold Steel. Put that right about there. Stay with the Cold Steel. Let's bring in the Recon 1. Yeah, love that knife. And the Benchmade Adamas. Now let's bring the Adamas over here. And one more, let's bring in the Benchmade Contigo. Now, these are not all my hard use folders, but I needed to bring in enough to sort of fit the screen, so otherwise it's just going to be overkill. And let's just kind of quickly go through this. Yeah, the Cold Steel Formax, it could be in a different league here. It could go into a different classification, but it's okay. Let's leave it there for now. The 8010, you've seen that in the woods. Actually, you've seen the Formax in the woods. You've seen the 8010 in the woods. You've seen the Recon 1 in the woods, SR1 in the woods, Adamas in the woods. And that leaves a couple others here that we haven't talked about. Now the 8010, it's got a hollow grind. We got a hollow grind here. And I think that's pretty much it. These two here with the hollow grind, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's a different topic. I don't want to go there, but there's some similarities going on here. Obviously, they're all hard use folders, or at least classified as that. And at least that's what I classify them at. This one could stretch into another category as well. Same with the SOG Seal XR. But in the interest of keeping things simple, I brought these out here for a couple of things that I'm going to talk about. And all right, so maybe I'll just leave them on the table because it looks so darn good. And we can start talking about the Seal XR now. Now, I got to tell you, in the time that I got this, as some of you know, I live in Canada. They're hard to come by, a knife like this. Don't know why. But anyway, it is. It is what it is, like they say. But I finally got one. And I got to tell you that I am extremely happy that I did. This one, as far as I'm concerned, it should be in this collection, the hard use folder collection, this one. Are there many others that should be in the collection? Yeah, probably. But this is where I'm at right now. All right, so a lot of people on YouTube and even the people on this channel who commented saying, you know, it's just too much jimping, it's too aggressive. I got to tell you, I've been carrying this thing full time, okay? Full time since I got it, and I've never experienced that. And you've seen me in the woods with this, but that's going to be another topic. I'm going to talk about that coming up soon here. One thing I just noticed in making this video is I think I got a little bit of movement here. So I'm going to have to probably tighten this screw. I did loosen it when I first got it. There was a piece of cardboard kind of stuck underneath there, and that's just the way it was packaged. But anyway, just a little note to self. There's a little bit of movement there. Now, I've been carrying this thing every day since I got it. It's been about 3 weeks, 4 weeks now. And as far as the fidget factor, there is no knife on this table that beats the fidget factor of this knife. It's just the way it is. The other one that would come close is the 308. It's just so darn smooth. It's got that same kind of action, but it's got the frame lock. And it's the only other one that comes close. Well, okay, maybe I lied. Maybe the Adamas comes kind of close because it's got that same. See, you want to go for the flipper. After you've played around with that SOG, you're kind of always doing this. But this one's buttery smooth. Anyway, I'm kind of talking more about the fidget factor at this time because these are all great knives. I got to tell you, they're all, in my humble opinion, they're all hard use folders. Every one of them, they just are cool. I like them. I gravitate towards a hard use folder. All right, let's keep going on the SOG here. S35VN. I have put my own mirror on there. Well, it's not really a mirror, but I have put on a screaming edge. And I will say that the edge grind came out perfectly symmetrical, and all I did was shallowed it only a fraction and really polished it up a little bit. And now it's just stupid sharp, okay? Like all these knives. Yeah, the bearings, right? The actual traction here compared to, I don't know, let's grab this Contigo. It's pretty darn good. I like them both. I'm not going to say one's better than the other. I really I like them both. I like that you can use one thumb or one finger to operate the XR lock. I like that feature. I like the pivots. I like the traction on the flipper. I will say that if you are sliding, you are going to start to feel a burn, but if you just come right down on it without too much power, because it's kind of like a light switch, I don't feel anything. It's awesome. And yeah, I've done this all day long. Now, there's one concern about this. Like I said, you've seen most of these knives in the woods. Now, I doubt very much that I'm going to take this in the woods, and I'm going to tell you why. This, to me, seems like a very weak spot. I've batoned this one, this one, this one. And yeah, I know you're not supposed to baton a folding knife, but these are hard-to-use knives, and I like to put them to their test. Is it possible that this would snap? I could see that happening. I could totally see that happening. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be batoning this. I don't have any hot spots on this knife at all. I like the thumb action, right? Ambidextrous. There's so much I like about this knife. And yeah, it's heavy, but these are all heavy. And anyway, how have I been carrying it? So this is where the buck, or not the buck, yeah, the top's buck, CSRT. Another cool knife. This one kind of comes into the video because I've been using the carry pouch for that one, for the SOG. And on the belt, it is almost perfect. I would say it's perfect. Got this a little bit tight right now. This is how I've been carrying it during the week. Now the reason why is because the pants that I wear sometimes don't have very good pockets. These are the bush pants that I usually wear, but I'm using them to demonstrate. And that's how I carry it. So you can see that it rides nice and low. And you've got several options here. This video is not about the pouch, but this is how I've been carrying it. And it works extremely well for me. And just if in case you're wondering what it looks like in the pocket, there you go. Okay, and that's your bush pants style. In jeans, of course, it's the same. And I don't have a problem with that because, as you know, and I've said it probably ad nauseum now, I like a hard use folder. It does blend in quite nice to this collection. You know, the SR1, wow. This one is buttery smooth too. It's fun. I do like it. But when it comes to the Fidget, yeah, I don't know. I like that SOG. But I will baton this. I will use this one harder than pretty much every knife here. Is the SR1 and the Formax, of course, and the Recon 1 and the Adamas. Let's talk about the internet myths here. There's a couple of myths out there. The Omega springs, when they break, blah, blah, blah. You already know about that. There are ways to make this thing rock solid. So that's not even a problem. I'm not going to get into that in this video. Maybe in a mod video, I'll pretend that the Omega springs broke and I'll show you how to make this almost a fixed blade, I guess. And that applies to the Adamas, all these types of knives. There's ways to keep that thing there so that, yeah, it's rock solid. But anyway, that's another video and another topic. Anyway, that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to show you the SOG Seal XR up close. I think I've done that. I think I've managed to show you
some of its features.
And it's unfortunate that this hex is not a 1/4 inch. I've not experimented with different sizes, and I'm going to have to tighten that up a little bit. Yeah. As far as this category, this one belongs in this collection. Some of you might disagree. Some of you might say it shouldn't be in this collection, which I have a hard time seeing that, but you never know. Let's try this. Let's go. Let's move this around a bit. Let's do that. I don't know. Okay, maybe this should be the star of the show. Let's put the star of the show up in the center. Okay. You guys have a super fantastic day. Bye for now.